in the game. It's in the game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks. And it comes your way next.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now a 2nd and 2. Daniels looking to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Play action, now it's Daniels. And that one to the right side and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. Off the play fake, Daniels. And he's got it. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Eckler. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. They go play action. Daniels sliding out of the pocket. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Daniels. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. York able to send this one through, and it's 3-0 Washington. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and 9. Purdy off the play fake. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dorrance Armstrong, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now Purdy. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
That's into the hands of Eckler. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Now Daniels. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Throwing now is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw is Daniels. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. You've told me before it's tough to identify how to block a 3-4 defense. There wasn't a whole lot of blocking there.
And one other thing an offensive line coach told me, if you want to run wide against a 3-4, which is difficult to do because of the speed of the outside linebackers, it's often difficult for your offensive linemen to hit targets in space and create lanes for your guys to run through. No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Oh, fighting off the defender. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Back to throw, Purdy. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Motion man is Crowder. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Back to throw. Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll look to throw again. To Crowder, and he's got it on the crossing route. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the option, here's Eckler. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
York now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They go play action here. Purdy. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense back out there. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Looking to throw. Daniels. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Daniels. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Purdy looking to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Throwing here, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. They'll roll him out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Purdy. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Third and 3. Looking to throw. Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Out of the gun, Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. 2nd and 14. Here's Daniels. Oh, the slant complete to Michael Thomas. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Daniels looking to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy off the play fake. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'd been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. They run again with Walker. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Breaks a tackle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And complete to Smith and Jigba. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dorrance Armstrong able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Play action, now Purdy. Open net is Waddle, complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Myers' kick is good, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First possession of the second half now for Washington. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And that's complete to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. To throw is Daniels. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Daniels. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
But we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even an offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Walker to start the drive. And bulldozing his way through. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They go play action here. Purdy. To the sideline and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. This is caught at the 20. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Throwing here, Purdy. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Brock Purdy taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are back within a score. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Throwing now is Daniels. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. To the air goes Daniels. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They go play action. Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the 4th quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York. This to make it a 2-score game. York able to send this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Purdy now to throw off the play action. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Purdy looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Purdy off the play fake. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Purdy throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Brock Purdy, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They started on the ground with Eckler, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. To the right side and caught by Sennett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. It's Eckler again, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by a field goal, a little under 1:50 remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Purdy to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Being chased out left, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. And the kick is good, so you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet, but until then, this game's over. So a victory here for the Commanders. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.